Where do I begin? In the middle of this summer, I got double jaw surgery, a serious operation I've been needing since I was about 12 years old. 3 weeks later, I got laid off. Having to isolate for a month with my head swollen like a bowling ball, and not being able to eat solid food or breathe without accidentally suffocating in my sleep, and then suddenly being stripped of my safety and identity, made me feel like I died, and then came back to life a completely separate entity from the person I was when I laid down on the operating table. When I started to reintroduce myself back into my old world, I felt like an alien. Everything around me was too bright, too foreign, too strange. The shock of everything that happened to my body made my mind shut down and only focus on physical recovery. I started learning how to practice mindfulness purely because there was no other option. I either have to change completely and learn how to love myself and remain calm, or die.
Yeah, I know he's a DJ, but he's like big or something?
I began to spend 90% of my energy counteracting all of the decades of self-hatred that I grew up convinced was the only thing protecting me from outside harm. Inch by inch, dragging myself out of the grave I've been diligently preparing since I was a child. It is so strange, after living perpetually anxious and afraid, to finally step out and allow yourself to trust. Trust the universe, trust God, trust the people who love you, trust complete strangers, trust your own body. It's not in our culture. Our culture thrives on fear. I've always been an artist, and I've always been ashamed of it. Because artist and successful adult are ideas you don't find in the same sentence in an immigrant household. And partially for good reason. I don't know at what point in my development my mind decided to build incredibly rigid ideas about the world and who I am and am not allowed to be. But I can tell you it's painfully slow to unlearn them. Some days I feel like I'm just digging a hole in a bottomless sand pit, watching my life slip by. There isn't some epiphanous third act resolution here. I have yet to uncover any deep truths about life or the universe that I feel qualified to preach to others. But one thing I do know is I love to put on a good show.